Hello everyone, welcome to my room. Guys, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It happened. It happened. I got a subscriber. Yes, I have one subscriber, guys. Isn't that for gold? But like literally, I gotta talk about this, okay? Because this might be jumping into the video a bit kind of random. I thought this video would be kind of knitting vlog or something. I mean, what am I talking about? Knitting podcast, crochet podcast. Just really literally, I don't know, listen to me yap while you crochet, knit, craft, do whatever. And I'm gonna tell you what's going on in my life at the moment. The first thing I have to mention, and I'm so happy about it, guys, is that I got a subscriber, and I know it must sound funny, yeah, and it has to sound funny when you look at my videos and you see like 0 likes and 0 subscribers or something like that, and then I'm here yapping about how happy I am I have 1 subscriber, you know. So yeah, like obviously I am not successful in this yet, but I gotta tell you this backstory, okay guys, because I just started posting my videos on YouTube. If you don't know me, I'm a crafter. I just love crocheting, knitting, reading, and I've just started sewing, and I'm just like really into crafts, and I really love listening to podcasts while I craft, and I was like, and watching YouTube videos, and I was like, I want to do that too. And so I started, and I'm not expecting to be amazing at the very beginning, you know, before anything happens really. So but I just started putting out my videos, and no one was really watching them, obviously, because I'm just this random dude from, like, you know, the Czech Republic, just randomly decided to start putting out videos. So obviously there weren't many views on my videos. And for example, with the first videos that I put out, I was fine with it, yeah, because with the first videos I was expecting to not do well, and I was like, obviously no one's gonna watch it because no one's gonna know me yet and anything, so that's quite obvious. But then I have to admit that once I started putting out more videos, I already have like 4 on my page or something, and then, you know, like, the later it was, the more kind of sad I was about the fact that no one's still watching my videos. And I was kind of like a bit down in the dumps because I was thinking like, should I do this, should I not do this? But I was really trying, guys. I was really trying to pull myself together and think like, no one got to success just in an instant. It's always, you have to be patient and everything, and it's gonna happen and stuff. And obviously this is really funny since I'm talking about this while having 1 subscriber, right? But I'm just so happy about this, and if you're watching this, I love you. I love you. Obviously, when I found out I had 1 subscriber, I first checked to ask if it was my boyfriend, because it would be really ironic if I was like, oh my god, someone's watching my videos, and then it was just my boyfriend out of support, right? But it's not him. It's not him. So I actually have someone watching my videos. Maybe. And I just have to say that I was stressing about this. I was stressing about my videos not being good or something. Well, I think they are good. I'm a perfectionist, guys. So when I make this content, I make it the best I can, and I really spend hours on it, and, you know, I love making things, and I love editing the videos, and I really always have a laugh, and the videos end up turning out like 1,000 times better than when I recorded them, because I just edit out all of the ums and ahs and you know, the awkward silences and stuff, and I always end up feeling the end result is good, and I feel like this is worth watching, and this is something that I personally would watch. And then when no one engages with my videos, I'm just so sad about that. And so Then what happened was that I went on holiday with my family, and with this kind of feeling, and I thought that maybe I would edit some videos because I already have some like videos for editing saved in my camera roll. So I kind of thought that I would edit some videos while there, but then in the end when I was there, I just kind of forgot about everything and just didn't look at it at all, didn't think about my YouTube channel at all or my creating at all. And I also thought I would crochet there, and in the end I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that later, but it was just really hot, okay? So I just kind of forgot about everything for a week. And then the day before we left, I checked my YouTube channel and I checked the analytics of my YouTube channel, and I was just like, what the heck? But you know what happened in the meantime when I wasn't watching it and was totally chilled out and was not stressing about it at all? Suddenly my latest video started doing really well. Really well, I mean like 40 views, okay? Because like before I had much less, okay? So and it had 2 likes. I've never had likes before. It has 2 likes now, so people actually like it, and I feel like I can say this is a big step, because I don't feel like everyone automatically likes things on YouTube. I feel like only the girlies that really support it and really like the video like it. So I'm like, oh my god, I got 2 likes and I got a subscriber. Like, what do you mean I got a subscriber? Yeah, this is really small YouTube channel core stuff, but I just have to say that I'm really happy about this. If you're watching this because you are that 1 subscriber, I love you, I owe you my life. And once I saw that number 1 there, I was just like, yes, there is my motivation to keep going, and I know I will make it, and I'm gonna keep enjoying making videos because this is just great and I'm just so happy. So thank you, really, seriously. So now that I got through that first excited the app about stuff, I can talk about my actual trip. So this is kind of a random video of updates. I feel like it's gonna be, I actually wanted to first put out the footage that I actually have already filmed from before the trip, which was knitting my preemie skirt. That is coming, guys. I will give you that video because it was a process, and I think it's gonna be probably called an overthinker knits the preemie skirt, because seriously, the whole video, I don't think even you can see my process that much, but it's more just me like randomly filming myself while talking about all my doubts on what to do next and stuff, and about the sizing and stuff. So if you want to see that, spoiler, and go watch that, because I don't know when it's coming out. I don't know when this is coming out, but it will come out soon, I hope. And I think probably it will. I don't want to make any promises, obviously, but I think that video will come out soon after this video, because usually when I sit down to editing and I edit a video, I usually just want to get the others done as well right after it. So maybe. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yes, that was a video I wanted to put up first. But then also another problem is I have like hours of footage, well, not hours, but like I have like an hour or an hour and a half of footage, I think, for that. And I obviously don't want to put out a video that's an hour and a half long. Like, I feel like that's too much overthinking already. But obviously when I edit it down to the main things, it's going to be a bit shorter, but I'm just scared that it's going to be like an hour long, and I don't know if I want an hour long video. I kind of wanted my videos to be like half an hour, max 45 minutes, but really like more like half an hour. But I don't know if that fits into that. So we'll just see, guys. We'll just see, because I don't know what I do with it. I don't know if I have to put out, like, discard some videos or something because it's gonna be too long. I don't know. I'm gonna solve that when I edit it. I have to review all the footage I actually have. Yeah, but I actually don't know. I wanted to put that video out, but then I was just like so excited about the 1 subscriber, but I was like, well, I gotta talk about that. I gotta talk about how happy I am that I got 1 subscriber and 2 likes on my last video. I just gotta talk about that. And I thought that I would put it like into the intro of the preemie skirt video, but then it's already so long that I'm like, I can't do that really. So I thought I'd make a separate video. Didn't know what the video was gonna be about. And then I just started brainstorming and decided to just give you an overall update again of my summer life at the moment. So back to the actual update stuff, okay? Me and my family went to Mallorca, to the island. Yeah, it was great. I've already been there a few times with my family. We went this year again, and we have, you know, some kind of family there. So it was really fun to go. It was also really, really hot, okay? It was really hot. I did not expect it. I mean, obviously I expected it to be hot, but I feel like the previous years I was there, I was always kind of coping fine with the heat. But for some reason, this year it was just horrible for me too. Like, my dad always complained about the heat so much when we were there, and I was like, just accept it, it's gonna be fine, because I always was fine. But I feel like this year I was also really like just really, really hot. So I don't know what to do with that mentally. But anyways, it was really nice. It was also really tiring. We did lots of stuff, lots of swimming and stuff, which was great. We also went with my boyfriend, which made me so happy because we were there together, and it was just great. So I really enjoyed it. Also, what I want to say is, before I went to this Mallorca trip, I, as the true crafter I am, yeah, the true fiber arts, you know, person I am, I just told myself that I definitely have to finish 2 projects before I leave. I did, guys, I did. I'm just amazing, I know. But no, seriously, like, I told myself totally delusionally, I was like, hey, I'm not knitting the first version of a Premi skirt that I almost have finished. No, I've decided to make it 2 sizes smaller, and I've decided that I'm gonna finish that second one that I just started until I go to Mallorca. Yeah, I did. So I was on a clock in terms of that, and then I also decided randomly that I really want to sew something before we go. Now I have a dress pattern saved. That I really want to sew. I'll put it up on the screen because I don't remember what it's called. But I realized that you have to have like an invisible zipper for a pattern or something, and I just do not have that. So I'm gonna have to sew it when I get that zipper actually. Instead, I decided to sew a bag. Now, it's a really gorgeous bag. Like, I found this pattern. I think it's a free pattern, so you can get it too for free, and I love it. The photo of the bag is gorgeous, and I was like, I need to make that because it's just so gorgeous. And so I decided I was gonna make that. Problem is, I printed out the pattern, and I decided to obviously cut out the pattern. But then I was thinking, like, should I make it a size medium or a size large? Because for some reason she had 2 sizes there, a medium and large. And I was like, which one should I make? I really love how it looks on the pattern photos, but she doesn't say anywhere which size that is actually. It's like, I think it's more of a medium. I don't think it's a large because it wasn't that large. So I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna make a medium, because I've been through my like debacles with really wanting to have a large bag for all of my knitting and sewing and stuff, and I already have bags that are really big, and I just realized that each time I make a bag that is really big, it does fit all of my stuff, but then it's just, I feel like it always ends up being kind of wonky and just too big to carry anyway, and just annoying. And I felt like, okay, I'm just gonna make the medium version then, because I feel like that's a size bag that I don't have yet. The problem is that my cousin was staying here at our place, and I talked about it with her, and she persuaded me to make a large. Okay, I'm not angry at you, okay? I hope you're not watching this, because I'd be embarrassed again, probably. I don't know, because you don't know about this yet, but I'm not angry at you for persuading me to make a large. I mean, it's a gorgeous bag, and what could we do? We couldn't really imagine how big it was, really. But I ended up making a large, yeah, and it's just really large. It is a size large. When I tell you it's a large, it is a large, okay? It's really big. I mean, it's great because it fits my laptop and it fits my iPad, which my iPad is like the size of the laptop, actually. I have like the really big size. So that's nice, and it's gonna like fit, like if you're knitting a sweater or something, it's gonna knit the whole, it's gonna fit the whole sweater. not knit the whole sweater, obviously. Imagine if you had a bag where you just put something and it knitted itself. Hashtag Hermione bag or something like that. Sorry, that was kind of sidetracked, but it's gonna, like, you know, like everything you want to fit is gonna fit in this bag. It's like a gym bag or something. It's like really big. And I finished it also. Also, I feel like this video is very ADHD core. Like, why is it so chaotic, and why am I like talking in such a speed? Like, if you need to slow down this video to understand me, I would not be surprised. I'm sorry. Anyway, I was a bit scared about sewing that bag because obviously the free pattern comes with a like guide to how to sew it. It doesn't have a tutorial or anything. It's like a guide, which is great, obviously, yeah. But when I saw the pictures, there are pictures, which is great because otherwise you wouldn't understand at all, I think. So when I looked at the pictures beforehand, I just didn't really exactly understand how you're supposed to make it exactly. Maybe that's just the beginner in sewing in me talking, I don't know, but I just was a bit confused. I was like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. It looks a bit complicated because it also has like a pocket in the front and stuff, and I was just scared. But then once I was actually sewing it and doing it like on the go, I understood it completely fine. So actually I give a thumbs up. I'm saying like, yeah, definitely do this bag because I think you will understand it, just like maybe not at the first time if you're a beginner, but it's fine. And so I'm quite proud of myself for figuring that out. So it was good, you know, it was good to sew it. I got my bearings, and I think that if I sew it now again, I'm gonna understand the pattern much more. It's gonna be quicker, you know, and stuff. So I'm happy, but yeah, my plan is to probably sew the bag once again in a medium because I think that's just like more a bag that I would actually use, especially now in the holidays and stuff when you just want to take. Also, I low-key think that the medium is also gonna fit your knitting. I think so. Like, let's test that theory. I don't know, but I think it will because this one is literally humongous. Like this one fits like a whole house in it. Like, I don't know. So I mean, low-key, I think like maybe I will just use it like as a gym bag or something, because like I'm a bit sad really because I use like my like prettiest fabric. I love that fabric. Like that fabric speaks to me in ways no one has ever spoke to me. And I use it for this bag, but it's just like not the perfect size, and I don't know if I'm gonna use it really that much, but I guess I am. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find a way to use it. So I took it to Mallorca as well, this bag, and because I told myself I also really wanted to sew like a project bag. Oh yeah, I definitely want to do that, but wait, sorry, I meant I really wanted to sew a bag that I'd probably think of like design, I guess. And I wanted to design a bag that would just be like my bag for at home and the garden, where I just have all of my current hobbies in it, where I'd have my iPad, I'd have maybe my computer as well, because sometimes I watch, you know, videos on it, so I want to bring it along with me when I do something. My crochet, my knitting, my book, my current read, you know, and all of the things that I just like kind of like to do in my free time. And sometimes, you know, I want to just like take my stuff and do it in the garden or do it in a different room in the house or something, but obviously it's a bit of a hassle to just like have to bring everything one by one or something. And I just think it would be really cool to have this one bag where you had everything. You could just grab it and take it wherever you want and just have everything there, you know, like even like I have this little pencil case that I got when I like ordered this, I don't know, starter crochet kit, which was like 2 years ago or something. I got this cute little case, pencil case, where I have kind of my essentials for what you need for crochet. Like if you are not sure if you're gonna need like stitch markers or like, I don't know, something, a darning needle or something, I just have all of the like essentials here. So I also randomly have hand cream, and I also randomly have lip balm, and I also randomly have this. Actually, this is like, I don't know what it's called, but it makes holes in paper. and what I do is, I also definitely have to talk about that, I do not throw out my like yarn labels. Obviously, if I have like 10 balls of the same yarn, I'm gonna just keep one of them, right? But I keep my yarn labels and I always just punch a little, hole puncher. I punch a little hole into the yarn label and then I cut up a tiny piece of yarn, and then I just tie a bow on the yarn label and have it stored like that, so I know exactly which yarn label is which yarn, and then if I want to just order more of the same yarn, I can do that because I have the yarn label and I know which yarn it belongs to. So this is my pencil case, and I feel like I would like something like this just for all of my crafts in like one big bag. So I was thinking maybe I should use that bag, like that bag. But I'm also thinking that probably it's not the best idea because I took this bag to Mallorca and kind of stored the things I had with me at Mallorca in the bag. But it's just horrible with like my iPad and my my laptop, to be honest, because I hate it. I hate it when you have like a bag, like a tote bag, and you put your like, or it can be a textbook or something, or your iPad or your laptop, and then it would be nice to have it just like on the side, like, right, like it would be on the side and it would be straight, and then the rest of the things. I just hate when like the laptop just slides down and the whole bag is like deformed because the laptop just wants to lie down or something. I don't know what to say, but and that's what happens with this bag. So I'm probably gonna make a medium of that bag. I think we should move away from that topic because I've been babbling about it too long. Anyway, so Mallorca trip. I wanted to make that bag before we left. I wanted to make that Premi skirt before we left. And so it was really kind of hectic because I just like decided that I have to finish it before I go. And I did, both of them, which I'm like really proud of myself for. I also packed my whole suitcase in like 5 minutes because I finished it like 5 minutes before we had to leave for the flight. So maybe do not recommend, but that's what I did. Anyway, what more screams craftcore if not that? I also basically did not use any of them there. So wrap your mind around that. Also, I kind of thought that I would, because for example, the Premi skirt, I just finished knitting it and I thought, okay, I'll block it there because it's gonna be really, really hot. It's gonna dry in like 3 seconds and it's gonna be great, and then I can just wear it there. And then in the end, I did not do that at all, and I also thought I'd wear it there. It was like 40 degrees Celsius, guys. I did not feel like wearing anything. I did actually wear a lot. The dress I just sewed, which you can see in my last video, but actually has 2 likes and earned me a subscriber. By the way, I also think I had like two subscribers at one point and then 1 unsubscribed, which is like, do you hate me? Do you hate me? Like, what the anyway, sorry, I'm not angry with you guys, it's just like... But you can see my process of sewing that dress in that previous video, so you can watch it. And I wore that dress a lot because, as I said at the very end of a video, I feel like that dress is really great because when you wear it, you feel like you have nothing on, and that's just great if you're going like to Mallorca or somewhere. It's gonna be 40 degrees, 36 degrees Celsius, and you're gonna be sweating totally. I just loved wearing that dress, so definitely recommend making it and watching my video. Self-promo a bit. Anyway. So I did not end up wearing the Premi skirt, but I've not lost faith in it, guys. I'm blocking it as we speak. I should actually just now go take it out of the bath, but I'm filming this and I want to film it first, and I also have to go to car school in a second, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it, guys. So I have not lost faith in the Premi skirt. I think I'm definitely gonna wear it. I'm just gonna wear it like probably here, like in the Czech Republic, where, you know, it can be really hot sometimes when you have a heat wave, but sometimes it's like in the summer, it's like 20 degrees Celsius, 25 sometimes a bit lower. And it's just kind of, I feel like it's a skirt more for this weather than that weather. So that's when I'm gonna wear it. Also, in terms of my Mallorca trip, I really thought I would crochet, because obviously I have this skirt started out. I had a really big yap about this skirt in my kind of last update video, kind of knitting podcast kind of thing, where I just talked about my current whip, my current read, and also, oh yes, that I've just finished my Malmö zipper. And I have a crash out about this low-key because the pattern is not really beginner friendly or friendly at all, but but I took this with me because I thought I was a bit scared about bringing knitting needles on the flight. I was a bit scared that they would not let me through, and since I only have this like knitting needle interchangeable set, which I love, and it's metal needles, and I absolutely do not want to lose any of them, I just decided it would be safer to take a crochet hook, which I've already done in the past, and they've just let me through totally fine. So I thought, great, I'm working on this skirt, I'll just finish there. But again, it was just so hot, but like I didn't really want to touch yarn at all. And instead, I did lots and lots of reading, which I'm really, really happy about. Because otherwise I feel like I sometimes prioritize more like my other crafts rather than reading. And this time I prioritized reading a lot, and it was just like the perfect weather for reading and stuff. So I read a lot. I finished reading Sunrise on the Reaping, which I also talked about in my last video. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, really liked it. I also one of the days, we were really active the whole trip, but then one of the days we just sat down and had a marathon of like the Hunger Games movies with my boyfriend, because he only saw like the first part or something, and we just decided to watch the whole thing. We watched like the first 3 parts only, cause like you know that the last part is switched into 2 parts, and for some reason our family relatives didn't have that last part, which I was like, why? So it was a bit sad because we didn't kind of watch the whole thing, but we did watch a lot of Hunger Games, and I really enjoyed it, and especially after reading that The Sunrise on the Reaping, because I thought it was just like, you know how you don't really appreciate the continuations of like a series sometimes because you don't really remember the details of that series anymore because you just read it a long time ago. That's what happened for me with like the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. What is it called in English? I read it in Czech actually. So that's what happened with me. Like I didn't really remember all of the things, and so I didn't really understand all of the cool connections and stuff. But now that I read Sunrise on the Reaping, and then we watched the Hunger Games movies, I just started seeing these connections and kind of like how, for example, Plutarch's story kind of developed and stuff, and it was just like, and Haymitch's obviously and stuff, and so I really liked that, and it was really cool. And what I started reading once I finished that was, why do I have like all these yarn? Okay, is this book. This is what I read, but started reading. I'm like 80 pages in, exactly. And I have to say, so far, I really like this book, which I'm surprised about. I actually bought this book on Mallorca last time I was there, because it was just like one of the very few English books that were there. Otherwise, obviously, everything is Spanish. And I just looked at this and I thought like it would be quite interesting. And then I didn't read it for such a long time because, as I told you already, I had to read compulsory books for school because I was graduating. But I'm actually really pleased with this. Like, I was a bit scared it would be a bit too grown up for me, like in the sense that it would be like too slow, maybe like too much of a slow burn, and too, I don't know. But I'm actually really enjoying this, and I just feel like it's really interesting. So I'm not gonna really yap about that anymore because I've already yapped so much and I want to talk about other things as well. But definitely look up like a summary or something, or maybe I'll just put a picture of a summary here and let you stop the video and read it, because it is actually really interesting, and so far I recommend. Also, what I absolutely have to talk about is I found the best yarn shop ever. It's the best. It's the best. In Prague, okay? We went on this shopping trip before we went to Mallorca. Me and my boyfriend went on like a shopping spree, which was so much fun, guys. I wasn't expecting it to be. I was a bit scared for me my boyfriend wouldn't be so happy about it, because obviously, you know, like there's a stereotype going on, but maybe guys are like, oh my god, we have to go shopping again, like what do you mean? And the girls are just like, you know, really want to shop, but then you can't really because everyone isn't really enjoying it. That is not what happened, guys. We were both so excited about it, and it was just great. And I feel like the reason is because we kind of took turns in picking out the shops we went into. And the main reason we actually went to shop was because my boyfriend needed some clothes for summer. So he was kind of interested already from the beginning. But also, we are actually really nerdy guys. We kind of found out. My boyfriend recently got into Warhammer 40k stuff, and obviously anyone who knows what Warhammer 40k is, they know that it's like a gold mine for endless love for all the things connected to it and all the books and the you know, models and stuff. And that is actually so like my boyfriend is really nerding out on that, and I'm obviously really nerding out about like yarn and fabric and stuff. And it was so great because we connected the two together. It was so great. So actually he went to the Warhammer 40k shop in Prague, had a look, bought something, was really excited, and I went to a yarn shop which I looked at. It was really exciting, and I gotta talk about the yarn shop. It was actually recommended to me by my teacher who also knits, so I can't really get all of the credit for this, but it is truly the best shop ever. It's called Yarn Queen, and they have the most beautiful yarn. It is mostly all of it, like I'd say like 70% of it is hand-dyed yarn. And it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I also saw knitting for olive there, which I haven't so far seen in the Czech Republic. Maybe I just am ignorant, I don't know, but I didn't see it. They had it there. They have such pretty yarn. It was like the prettiest thing ever. Like seriously, like this yarn shop holds my heart in its hands. Like seriously. I really wanted to buy like the whole shop. Obviously I couldn't. I am already broke because I told you I previously was saving up for an iPad, which I already have, and now I have like no money, and I keep buying patterns and yarn, so it's kind of a problem. But I ended up buying, I wanted to buy 2 skeins. My boyfriend talked me down to 1 skein because he knows that I'm broke and he loves me. So I bought this beautiful skein. Now I don't know if the light is giving it justice because this skein is like the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. Also, this one is hand dyed. The only problem with this is that it is 100% superwash merino wool. Wool, guys. It's like my first full wool skein. But I have never knitted or crocheted with superwash yarn. And it is on my to-do list to look up a video and watch a video about superwash yarn so that I know what to expect. But I recently seen this really freaky video of someone on Instagram where she knitted a full-on sweater and it fitted her perfectly, and then she washed it. She wanted to like block it, and it was like ginormous suddenly because it was out of superwash. And I'm just scared of that, so I have to do some research before I buy more yarn or use this yarn. Also, obviously, maybe it's a problem that I bought only 1 skein because like since it's hand-dyed yarn, obviously even if I order like the same yarn, it might end up looking a tiny bit different because it's gonna be a different dye lot. But I'm just gonna tackle that horse like right now, later. Like right now, I feel like this is just like my souvenir for that absolutely great shop, and my plan is to go there for my birthday. So my birthday is in September, at the beginning of September, and obviously I would have always brainstormed great things that I would want to get for my birthday. I always tell my parents what I want for my birthday, kind of, and it's usually something crafty, so I already had something prepared, like, I don't know, like, I think it was like a case for my interchangeable needles, or maybe it was like a yarn winder or something, but now all that is scratched, guys, because I know what I want. I know what I want, and I want a trip to that shop. I am going to tell them, please just let us drive there, and I will choose, you'll give me a budget, and I will choose whatever is in that budget out of that shop. And that's gonna be my present, because that shop is the most beautiful shop ever. So, definitely recommend if you're in Prague. stop by there because it has been so far the most pretty shop with yarn I have ever seen. So that's that. And I'll definitely, I think I should definitely do like a yarn haul then after like my birthday, because that would make sense a lot. The last thing I'd like to talk about probably is my next project. I was thinking about what to do next in crochet or knitting, and I'm not sure what I want to do next, really. Obviously, I'm crocheting the Rosalina skirt, which I'm gonna finish. And then I'd probably like to knit something again. And I've seen this daisy dress that I really love the look of. And I feel like this is just really, really pretty. So this is maybe something I'd like to do. Obviously, I am a bit scared about it being weather confused, like it's gonna be too warm. But obviously it's more of like a summer dress. Then is it gonna be, I don't know. Yeah, it just, I don't know. I think I'm gonna be confused by this, but we'll see. I've obviously seen lots of cute tops, summer tops. I'm still confused by that because while being in Mallorca, I was really like, how can anybody wear a knitted top in the summer? Even though I am like, you know, I obviously would use cotton yarn or, you know, something like that. So it would be like, it wouldn't be like woolen, but still, I'm a bit scared about that. But I'm really leaning towards maybe doing either this baby tee, according to a YouTube tutorial actually, which I found. Maybe, because that's for free, right? Or I really thought maybe I could do these like knitted shorts, but just also like a YouTube tutorial, which I feel like are so cute, but at the same time, now that I'm looking at some of the photos, they kind of seem a bit wrinkled at the crotch area, and I don't really like that, so I don't know. I also have a dilemma. The thing is, I actually crocheted myself a pair of shorts a year ago, more like 2 years ago. I crocheted myself a pair of shorts, and I feel like they were really cute, and I wore them for a second, but then I felt like they're just because I also feel like they're not perfectly fitted to my butt. I feel like my butt kind of it doesn't cover my whole butt, which is annoying, obviously. And then I also had a problem with like the waistband because it was ribbing, so it was supposed to be, obviously it was supposed to like adjust to your body so that you can like pull it over your hips and stay there and stuff, but it stretched out. The whole shorts kind of stretched out, and then they were kind of bigger, and then when I wore them, they wouldn't like cinch at the waist or anything. They were just like bigger, which was annoying. Then I ended up like chaining a very long chain, and then like putting it in so that I could like tie it at the front so that it could like hold in kind of a waistband. But I just feel like they're not the best fit and not the most comfortable, and just not my default what I reach for kind of thing. And that's why I'm kind of thinking if I should make it or not. Also, I'm kind of having doubts about the skirts that I'm making. I feel like I will wear the Premi skirt because I feel like that's gonna be pretty. Also, I'm really interested in how it blocks out, and I hope it doesn't like, I don't know, I'm wondering if it's gonna be a bit longer maybe, which I'm not sure I want or don't want. So we'll see about that. But I have become really happy with my knitted sweaters, and I feel like they're always a great fit, and I know what I'm doing, and I know that I will wear them. And I guess I'm just scared of the instability of making something new that isn't something I've already tried doing, you know? I'm just scared that like if I make myself another pair of shorts or a skirt or something, then I end up not wearing it, and then it's just like so sad, you know, that you don't wear it. So, and what do you do with it then? So I don't know. I'm thinking like I would probably do the baby tee or the knitted shorts, and then I'd buy the pattern for the daisy dress probably, because I think that's cool. And then I feel like once this is like, again, I've done no calculations whatsoever. This is just my intuitive thinking. I think if I finish the Rosalina skirt and then do 2 projects, I feel like then it's already going to be like a cooler weather. It's already going to be closer to autumn. And then I can start making sweaters again, which I'm excited for. I'm really excited to do sweaters because I have so much pretty yarn, but I really literally is for sweaters. So I just really want to do a yarn haul for you guys because I have lots of yarn. Also, you know what is so funny? I was literally watching like a yarn haul video from someone else, literally a creator. I think it was Cut BAs. I have no idea how you read that, so sorry. But I was literally watching her yarn stash tour, right? And she obviously creates, I think it's her primary like job and everything, so she like does it for a living, and she also spins yarn, which is like so amazing. Like once like when I watch her videos about spinning, I just feel like I should get into that, but at the same time I don't think I should get into that because I don't know if it's really like an activity that I would personally like, but she just inspires me so much. So she spins yarn, she also knits, she also keeps a garden, I think. I really like her videos, she's really earthy, I think. And I saw her yarn stash tour, and she had, I don't really remember, maybe she had like a similar amount of yarn as I do, but I felt like she had like less than me, and she was like, well, you know, I know that this is a big stash, but I feel like it's like fine for someone who does this for a living, right? And I was like, yeah, totally. But then I was like, well, I don't do this for a living. I go to school and I don't even earn yet or anything. And I kind of feel like I have a bigger stash than you, maybe, or maybe like the same or something like that. Maybe that's just like my obsession with, you know, because I also, when I'm making something, I'm literally not that kind of person that like wants to, I don't know, draw on a bag or something. So you buy one textile marker and draw on the bag. I just do not understand that. If I want to make something, I really need the options. I really need like the full shebang. Like when I started crocheting, I just ordered a crochet kit with like 12 crochet hooks and like stuff I didn't even know what were for at the time. And I obviously use all of them now because I love crocheting. I have to say yes, it was kind of a gamble because if I didn't like crocheting, then it would be kind of a waste. But at the same time, I just have always used it and stuff. I've always been like that with stationery even. I can't just buy like one marker. I have to buy the whole pack so that I can decide where I want to go creative wise while making the thing. So I feel like that's my thing with yarn and fabrics and stuff. I just need to have a stash. And then when I'm making something, I don't like go to a store and pick out fabric or yarn, usually. I usually pick out of my stash, almost always. And then if I don't have enough like yarn or something, I just order more of the same yarn. So that was a bit of a yap. Yeah. I remember what the last thing was that I wanted to tell you. And that is that I have this dress, which I really like. And it's actually from Mallorca, and I'm excited about it. I didn't even pick it out. Guys, my mom bought this dress actually for herself, but because in the shop that she was kind of buying it, she couldn't really try it on. She just kind of put it over her clothes and stuff. She thought it was gonna be great, but then when she tried it on at home, it actually didn't fit her perfectly, really. And so she told me to try it on, and I did, and she was like, great, it's yours. And I'm just so happy because like now I have a free dress that is like really so pretty. It's really comfortable. I'm surprised how comfortable it is. So I have a random Mallorca dress. I really want to show you the skirts I have from Mallorca because the only thing I ever buy at Mallorca, and I'm saying this, I've already been there like 4 times or something, is these gorgeous skirts that they sell there and make there, I think, and are just gorgeous and colorful and everything. And I feel like it's the perfect summer skirt, and you can get them here. Like, they're just so pretty, and they're flowy, and they're colorful and just great for Mallorca weather and summer weather and stuff. the podcast, for this video. If you're here, I'm so glad you're here. You know, you've seen the beginning of the video, you know how happy I am, but I have my one subscriber. He's like my family now. So if you decide to join, I love you guys. And yeah, I'd love it if you interact with this video in any way you'd like. And yeah, have a nice time, and definitely be looking out for a Premi skirt video. So thanks for being here with me. This was quite a long yap, so I hope you did some good progress on your knitting or crocheting or sewing or whatever craft you do, okay? I hope you had a good time. I did, even though it was kind of interrupted by car school. So bye, and thanks for being in my room with me.